I'd like to call to order the Hampstead Planning and Zoning Commission meeting, Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. May we have a roll call, please?
Sharon Callahan.
Here.
Lou Cunyer.
Here.
Charlie Obermeyer.
Here.
Deborah Painter.
Here.
And Barb Yeager is absent.
I would like to remind you that all persons attending this session, it is being recorded on tape as required by law for the preservation of records, and are asked when providing comment to give your name and address. All persons in attendance are requested to print their name and address and affiliation on the sign-in sheet. First on the agenda, we need a minutes approval of the September 27, 2023 regular commission meeting. May I have a motion, please?
Motion to approve.
A second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So approved. Zoning administrator update, please.
Okay, just got a few things. Recently, I've had a couple of discussions with Matt Hartman from Wickersham Construction, and it looks like Hans is ready to start moving forward again. There was a delay. They had some issues with exactly how they were going to lay out the interior of the building and what equipment would work best in the layout. So they've got all that figured out. It looks like you'll see a construction trailer going in over there on that property soon, simply because in early spring they plan to start the grading only plan, which you guys approved probably a year ago. It was known as the Stansbury Creel parcel at that time. So, and then they're starting meetings back up with Hans and the architects. And according to their schedule, they hope to be back here meeting with this commission in January with a revised concept plan. This one, it gives me great pleasure to announce that the town's in the process of hiring an assistant zoning administrator. Elizabeth Dietrich, if everything goes according to plan, she will be starting on November the 13th. Elizabeth has a background in permitting and is familiar with municipal codes. We've met with her a couple times. We're very excited to have her joining us, and she seems very excited to be joining us also. And we feel like with her background and her personality, she's going to be a great addition to the team. So, and then last thing, November 17th. It's only 23 days away, but believe it or not, it's the annual tree lighting in War Memorial Park. It's one of everybody's favorite nights. It starts at 6 o'clock. Christmas carols sung by several of the youth organizations in the area, and then Santa will arrive by sleigh at 7. The farmers market, along with the Hampstead train station, will also be holding the Hampstead Farmers Market Christmas Market right next door to St. John's Church, Friday evening up till 8 p.m. And then they'll be reopened Saturday from 9 to 2 p.m. And that's it. It's a month away. Right in the middle of the holiday season.
Time is flying.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Well, thank you. Okay, next on the agenda, approval of signage, Goose Ridge Soaps, 1365 North Main Street. Suite C? Is that right?
That's us.
Okay, thank you.
So if you guys can come up and just stand in the center there. I'm sorry, I didn't. Yes.
Stand right there, and you can, if you don't mind, please, as we asked before, to give your name and your address, so it can be recorded.
Okay. I'm Kim Beatty. My address is 2121 Boog Road, or Bogue Road, depending on how you say it,
Right.
Hampstead.
I'm Janice Campbell. My address is 1193 Broadmoor Court in Hampstead.
Okay. And you are the owners of Goose Ridge Soap?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And it looks like, I know where this is. I'm glad to see that. Are you going to be selling soap there, retail, or?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Retail and production, all
Okay.
under one roof.
Okay. It's nice to see that space.
And it's nice to
occupied.
see you growing
Yes.
to that
Yeah, it's
point.
exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
very exciting.
It
from
is
the
exciting.
First times at the farmer's market.
Very, very, very exciting. Okay,
As far as town code, the use, the type of business fits within the town code. And then as far as the signage, it's all within the regulations set forward in the signage chapter of the town code.
Any questions or comments, discussion?
No, what's gonna go on the side where the Hampstead Diner thing is on the window? 'Cause-
Yeah, we're just removing that.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're just
Because
removing
that's
it.
part of the diner space.
Right.
That's not ours, but we're gonna take that away.
Okay.
Yeah, because that would be
It just
confusing.
looks bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way the sign up top and that window is centered, it
Yeah.
can be.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
And eventually, when we take over the diner space.
hey,
Which we look forward to that happening, of course.
you could add some, laundry detergent to your realm.
3 or 4 requests
There
for
you
that.
go.
Yes,
And then-
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And there's nice things that make the laundry smell good when it's
Yeah.
drying,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Okay, if there's any other further discussion, the answer, I guess, to that is there is no further discussion. Then may we have a motion, please, for
I
the
make a motion
approval?
to approve?
May I have a second?
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Then the Goose Ridge Soaps sign is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you very much and good luck to you.
Thank you.
That was easy. Next on the agenda, approval of exterior changes, Wendy's, 4224 North Woods Trail. That'll be first.
Once again, from a town code standpoint, everything fits in line with the town code, simply because they're in the Main Street revitalization area. And it is a substantial change in the appearance of a building or structure. They need to get the approval of the Planning and Zoning Commission.
I'm representing the Wendy's, Mark Griffin, linear architecture, address is 1832 Seminole Lane, Argyle, Texas.
Thank you. Do you all have any concerns or questions about what's in front of you?
The only comment that I had was, there was no overt statement about the characteristics of the lights, other than the type of light being LED. I just remember, others we've had, explicit statement that it won't flash, it won't do this, it won't do that. So the fact that it just says LED is sufficient. I'm looking to Jim on the code.
Well, I think it's talking about the LEDs. Isn't that in the canopies?
It's the, I think it's the LEDs underneath that silver band, referred to as like the aluminum light box.
Yeah, I can see it here.
Rope lighting, yes,
Yeah.
you can see it.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so that would be shining down, basically,
It just shines down.
shines down like in the front.
Kind of highlights the parapet of the roof.
Okay.
It's highlighting the top of the top of the building and the Wendy's signage.
Correct.
And
Okay.
quality is our recipe, yeah.
Gotcha, so it's
The
up
Wendy's sign itself
here.
is back there.
up there, it's up there coming down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
And this just occurs at the front half of the building. The rest of the parapet is just painted to match, so it coordinates that silver light all the way around.
And then the pictures that you have here are just representative of another property that's going to.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some examples of what it will look like.
Yeah. Actually, there's two of them in here that actually, I know the second photograph that you have is, I think that's one from, it's either Northeast Maryland or Owings Mills, Maryland. And there's another one in here that is either Northwest, or the fourth photo, I think is one of them's Owings Mills and one of them's Northwest, or Northeast Maryland. So really, this portion of it is about just the exterior changes, what's known as the red blade going up on the front corner of the building, and then the new metal panels that are going in behind the signage, along with the new wood look tile.
Right, I was gonna say, yes, we are accenting the front left of the building with the wood look tile. And then also on the drive-through side, there is an existing black mirrored tile that's being removed, and we're gonna replace it with the new wood look tile as well.
So it's gonna match,
Yes.
yeah. Well, from my perspective, it clearly explains what you're doing. Are there any other questions that you all have that you'd like to discuss?
Just a question on when's the last time it was upgraded there? Since
Since it was built.
Since it was built?
It's been a while, 'cause it's got the old yellow curved fascia panels.
Right.
I would say probably late 80s, early 90s maybe.
Long time, because
Long
I've,
ago, yeah.
I've been here since, I don't know, before 2000, and that seems to be, that's what was there.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think there was some discussion about the monument sign and the, whatever it is now, the pillar sign, whatever they call it. And I think that's, I'm glad to see that you guys went down to the monument sign, because I think it's gonna
Yeah.
look good there. So, thank you for making the capital improvements to our Wendy's.
If there's no further discussion, then we need to have a motion for an approval of the changes, of the exterior changes for Wendy's at 4224 Northwoods Trail. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
And a second?
Second it?
And no other discussion. So approved. Again, approval of exterior changes, Wendy's, 4224 Northwoods Trail. Next for Wendy's, the same thing, 4224 Northwoods Trail. And this is different signage, I think.
Yep, this deals with the signage portion of the changes.
I jumped the gun.
Yes.
I thought it was all the same.
Charlie was a little ahead
Here we
of
go.
himself.
Good evening, Commission. Thank you for seeing me this evening. My name is Ross MacArthur. I'm from Charlottesville, Virginia. I'm here representing Wendy's and Allen Industries. I am the applicant on the signs for this project. And you're quite correct, that old, that's called a pylon sign that's out front, that's being changed to a monument sign. There's terminology for that. We're applying for two Wendy's wall signs on the south and west elevation, or east elevation, sorry. Height limiting bar, and then the order canopy as well, which is what you drive up in the drive-through and you say, I'll take 14 cheeseburgers and
10 Frosties.
some Frosties, yes.
Root beer?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
So, everything as far as signage, once again, is okay with town code. I can tell you that the height limiting bar, that does not need the plan, it doesn't need anyone's approval, because what that is, that's known as an incidental sign. Incidental sign's a permanent sign that has a purpose secondary to the use of the property that provides information rather than advertising. Examples of something like that are traffic directional signs. So, something like that, it doesn't need the approval. But as far as all the other signage, if you all are in favor of it, you can do it in one motion, basically, just approving the signage at Wendy's.
I think it'd be simple as long as everyone's in agreement to do it in one motion.
And I second Charlie. I appreciate you guys when we ask if you would change from a pylon to a monument, because we're trying to get away from the pylons around town and get it, everyone into monuments. Just, I don't know, looks a little more old fashioned, I guess.
Can we upgrade the language to whatever I called it before, so that I'm ready?
If you like.
What did you call it?
I have no
Remember?
I believe it was a
A
thing
pillar,
that you get from.
yeah. A pillar or something. Yeah.
Well, I, for one, like the Wendy's, the young lady,
Yeah.
very much so. I love looking at her, so that's pretty cool.
His daughter.
Yes,
It's called Cameo. the logo.
darling, yep. I mean, that's not very professional, forgive me, but that's who I am, so, sorry. I don't apologize for that. So if we're all satisfied and there's no other discussion,
I just did have just a question.
Sure.
Just a confirmation then about the lighting itself. It's just standard, constant light. Is it on
Correct. It's LED.
only during daylight hours, or is it on?
It's on till closing, I believe.
Okay.
Is that correct? And then it goes off. Yeah, I see a lot of other places do the same thing. But yes, it's on a timer.
Okay. Great.
what time does Wendy's close? I forgot.
11?
12, okay. Just curious. Any other questions? Okay. Then if we're all in agreement, we need to have then an approval, a motion to approve the signage at Wendy's at 4224 Northwoods Trail.
I'll make a motion to approve the signage at Wendy's.
And may I have a second?
Seconded.
No further discussion? So approved.
That's terrific.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Best to you.
What is our timeline, just curious, on all of this being completed?
Gerard could probably answer that.
This is a construction.
Anyone.
Anyone?
We will be complete by Wednesday.
Oh, open?
Well, hopefully we'll be open the following week.
Okay.
We return to operations next Wednesday. Now that we have the approval, we're doing the parking lot tomorrow with the seal stripe and seal coating and line striping. And then Monday we'll go ahead and put the corrugated metal and the blade wall on for the signage. So by the end of next week, we'll be wrapped up with the building. And then that following Wednesday, we'll roll open for service.
Wow,
Well, thank you very much.
pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Yes.
I hope that you can do that simply because the signage is probably gonna need an electrical permit, I'm sure
I
it
was
will.
just gonna ask,
We actually have the electrical permit.
For the signage?
from Carroll County
I believe so.
for the signs, okay,
And we can double check that.
yes.
But I believe that that has already been applied for by the electrical.
That'd be great. That would be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next, Carroll County Department of Planning update.
Thank you, Planning Commission. Good to see everyone. Well, I have 4 items for you this month. The first item is the triennial update to the Water and Sewer Master Plan. We got word, staff today, that and also the town got word that the amendments have been approved, and so Maryland Department of Environment has approved that. Also, for the Transportation Master Plan, that is on schedule for a November 1st review and approval by the Carroll County Planning and Zoning Commission. Also, the housing study will soon be going before the Carroll County Board of County Commissioners for review for the consultant. And also, last but not least, the Economic Development and Land Use Study on November 14th. That is planned to go to the Planning and Zoning Commission for the first review. As I mentioned, I believe last month, that staff, some of us in the planning department, we've looked at that. That will go to Planning and Zoning Commission. So the 14th will be the first review. Then they'll have a little bit of time to review. Then about 2 weeks later, Planning and Zoning Commission will come back to them for just their thoughts and any comments they have, recommendations. And then after Planning and Zoning Commission gives us their recommendations, it'll go to the Board of County Commissioners for review. And then that information will be one of the studies that forms the backbone of the next master plan for Carroll County. And then, as you all know, but some of you may not, the master plan, that's the main policy document that guides land use and development for at least 10 years in the county. So we will be starting that here shortly. But that is all I have today. And if you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew.
Questions? Okay. Then, is there any other business? Any public comment? Then if there's no other business or public comment, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
A second?
I second it.
All those in favor? No discussion, right?
Aye.
Aye.
So adjourned. Thank you very much for your attention.